people who have locks are dirty and do not wash their hair? Drop this emoji in the comments if you've ever heard this statement or something similar. Now, the funny thing about this misconception is that most people tend to start washing their hair more frequently when they get locks. Why is this misconception so prevalent despite the fact that people with locks wash their locks very often? Well, it's because we're doing it all wrong. Locks are very easy to maintain, but at the same time, quite tricky. And it is absolutely possible for you to wash your locks every single day and yet still have it looking dirty. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to prevent this and how to have clean and healthy locks. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. The first thing that you can do to make your locks look clean is for you to wash your locks frequently. Now, I'm not saying that you should wash your locks every day because that's not sustainable for many people. But washing more frequently can help your locks look cleaner. For example, for me, when I try to wash my locks every week, at most every 2 weeks. But there are certain times when something happens, life gets in the way, and I am not able to wash my locks, and 2 weeks go by. When this happens, I can tell when I look at my locks in the mirror, I can tell that it is starting to look dull and not clean. So if your desire is to have clean looking locks, you have to create a routine where you wash your locks frequently. How frequently depends on several factors, like whether you cover your locks whenever you go outside, where you walk, where you live, how dusty the environment is, and things like that. But generally speaking, the more frequently you wash your locks, all things being equal, the more frequently you wash your locks, the cleaner your locks are going to look. And if I were to give my own advice, I would say wash your locks at least once every 2 weeks. Ideally, wash your locks once a week. Personally, I wash my locks once a week. Like I said earlier, I try to wash my locks once a week. But in between my wash days, I still rinse my locks with plain water. So once a week, I wash with a shampoo. And in between that, I still rinse my locks with plain water. So in a week, I do washes, whether it is with plain water or with a shampoo. I do this about 3 times or so every single week. I'm not saying that you have to do this, but if your desire is to have clean locks or locks that look clean, then try to wash your locks at least once every 2 weeks. Now, the next thing you can do goes hand in hand with washing your locks, and that is making sure that you wash your locks thoroughly whenever you wash your locks. This is the major reason why you see many people having locks that look dirty. It's not necessarily because they are not washing their locks, but more because whenever they wash their locks, they do not do a good job at washing their locks. You see, like I said here on my channel several times, all this, apply shampoo on your scalp, to massage the scalp and let the water run down your hair. It doesn't work with locks. Especially the bigger your locks, the less likely this is going to work for you. Make sure that whenever you wash your locks, you are thorough. Go in there and wash the length of your locks. Now, I have a technique that I use, which I share in my online course. Those of you who have taken the course, you must have seen that already. If you're interested in seeing how I personally recommend washing locks, I'll put the links to my online course in the description box for you to check out. Just make sure that as you're being thorough, you're also being gentle. If you're not thorough, months go by, years go by, and eventually your locks are going to start to look dirty, even though you're washing your locks very often. So this is if I end this video here, you're going to be fine. If this is the only thing you take out of this video, your locks will look much cleaner for it. Pay attention whenever you're washing your locks. Wash thoroughly, wash the length of your locks thoroughly, wash the ends of your locks thoroughly, and you're going to see that it's going to transform your locks to being cleaner and actually more shiny. Another thing that you can do to make your locks look clean or cleaner is for you to avoid buildup at all costs. How can you avoid buildup? By paying attention to the kind of products you're using and making sure that you get them out, you wash them out thoroughly and properly whenever you use them, by detoxifying your hair if you already have buildup right now by going ahead to do a proper lock detox. I have a video already on my channel where I share how to do a lock detox properly. If you're interested in that, I'll link that video in the iCards for you to check out. By avoiding dirty environments or covering your locks whenever you're going to be exposed to those environments, by preventing lints, believe it or not, by preventing lints, because sometimes lint is one of the reasons why locks can look dirty and things like that. I also have a video here on my channel where I share step by step how to prevent lock buildup. I'll link that video up in the iCards as well. Another thing that can help your locks look cleaner is for you to use products to your advantage. I know that previously I said that one of the ways to make your locks look clean is for you to be mindful of the kind of products you're using and make sure that you wash the products out whenever you use them. Another thing that can help is for you to use products to your advantage. Products can actually be beneficial to the hair. Products can actually help the locks look more shiny, which will eventually make the locks appear thicker, appear cleaner. After some time, one of the things that happens with locks, after some time, the sun tends to start to bleach it. So you may notice the ends of your locks starting to turn a little bit brownish. It's completely normal, but when you use the right products for your hair, it can help your locks look shiny, which will make the whole brownish look that is happening not look like it is dirty, but it's just going to look like you probably dyed your hair a little bit. You did a light dye touch up. So that's something that you can try out. Use good products, use products that are going to be beneficial to your hair. Try to stay away from all those excessive chemicals and the likes. Use natural products that and I also want to say that whenever you use products, try not to be heavy-handed with your products, because the major reason why many people are afraid of using products in their locks and many people demonize products in locks is because they end up using too much. If you use just the right amount of products in your locks, your locks are going to be better off for it. It's going to be helpful. Your locks are going to look clean, your locks are going to look shiny. It's not going to cause buildup. So that's another thing that you need to bear in mind. Now that we have addressed the major things that you can do to make your locks look cleaner, let's go ahead and talk about what you can do to make your locks look healthier. This is basically what my channel is built around. I share how to get your locks clean and thick and luscious and healthy. Well, so I'm not going to go too detailed into that because I have specific videos where I address all the points I'm going to be sharing, but I'll just breeze through the things that you can do to make your locks more healthy. And when you're talking about healthy locks, the first thing you need to bear in mind is to make sure that your hair is growing at its full potential from your roots. What do I mean by this? It means that you are avoiding anything that will uproot your hair, anything that will cause bald spots, thinning hair and things like that, anything that will stop your locks or like your hair strands from growing in its full potential from your roots. Now, after you have done this, the next step is for you to make sure that every hair that grows from your roots belongs to the lock or is connected to the lock that it belongs to. What do I mean by this? Things that remove hair from the lock they belong to and keep things that keep hair strands standing alone or remove hair from the roots from the locks they belong to will eventually make your locks start to thin out at the roots. So, and that is the major reason, that is what maintaining locks is all about, and that is the mistake many people make when it comes to maintaining your locks. It's not all about having crispy clean parts and having your hair look like you just did 2-strand twists. That's not what maintaining locks is all about. Maintaining locks is all about making sure that peradventure throughout the week, throughout the month, or throughout from the last time you had your maintenance to now, you have certain hair strands that have gone out of the locks that they belong to. The purpose of maintaining your locks is to put them back to the locks that they are supposed to belong to, so that they continue to feed into that lock or those locks and eventually help the locks to continue to grow healthy and thicker. That is the major reason. If you're looking for healthy locks, that is where your mind should be whenever you're retwisting or maintaining your locks. So, and that's why maintaining your locks or retwisting your locks can actually be a good thing. But if you're so focused on having a certain look and doing it tight and uprooting hair strands and all the likes, you're going to be doing more damage to your locks instead of actually helping your locks. Make sure that your hair grows at its maximum potential from your roots, and all that hair that grows from your roots are connected to the right locks, the locks that they belong to, so that your hair is growing from your roots into the locks and it's just healthy and clean. With that, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned one or two things. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if this is your first time on my channel and you'd like to see more videos from me, then definitely subscribe. If you like how my locks look and you want to get locks like this, or you're curious about how I was able to get my locks like this, I have an online course. Where I share all the details, how I retwist for thickness, how I started my locks, how I wash for clean locks and the likes. I'll put the link in the description box and in the iCards, and if you click my name and go to my homepage, you find the link over there. If you would like to see the products I use for my locks, they are also available on my website and also on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description box, and if you click my name and go to my homepage, you'll find the link over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.